Hello, my gorgeous Aries. How are you, my loves? All good? Getting into it quite quickly. This is your reading for November. What is that? Hang on, sorry. Bear with me. Just got a couple of things I've got to put up. People, give me a hand. Anywho, so doing a couple of things. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Doing a couple of things differently this month. I'm not shuffling as I used to until cards fell out. I'm just going to shuffle and trust that the universe sends through the messages that you most need to hear, which is my intention. I'm using the Silver Witchcraft Tarot today, and I've pre-shuffled. So, moving on. Scorpio season, lots of deep digging. I think the planets have arranged this year just so that we all have to do a lot of deep digging. Anyway, on that happy note, let's get started and see what's going on for you. La la la. On the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priest, also known as the Hierophant. Oh, you've had a few new starts, have you? Have you gone to see someone starting a new education, travel perhaps? Some kind of new way of thinking, new way of looking at things. Interesting. Let's see. Where are we? Page of Cups to start out with. So messages of love, affection, emotion coming forward. She's quite happy. Look at her little blossom. Little cutie pie, isn't she? What's blocking you in that love? 8 of Cups. So, moving on. Moving on. Leaving the past behind. Yeah, laying things to rest. Maybe that's what you're bringing, the message you're bringing, but it's also, this is what's blocking you. Let's keep looking. Yes, you've recently had a big tower moment, haven't you? You're being knocked out of your tree by something unexpected. That must have hurt, my loves, and I'm sorry for that. So maybe that's why you've got to move on, but you don't know how. You don't know how to say that you're moving on. You don't know how to say that you've got to step into something happier than what you've previously been going through. The Chariot is in your mind, which is definitely moving forward. That's in conscious level. So that's, you're definitely thinking of balancing out, moving forward in a more united manner and birthing a new way of being. That's in your conscious. Subconsciously, you've got the Lovers, which I find really interesting, because if you look at these two cards, they've both got dark and light together. So I'll keep going for now, and then I might just clarify this for you, see what's been going on. Immediate future is the Four of Wands, which is happy home and family. I want to know what this was, my loves. Advice is the Five of Pentacles. So usually the Five of Pentacles talks about being left out in the cold, you know, not being included or left bare. That's the advice, but I think it's more leaving something in the past. Let's have a look. If you do that, there's a passionate new start with you. Beautiful. So let's just want to do some clarifying, because this tower has caused you to leave something, to say something new. What's blocking you is moving away. Let's have a look. Clarify the tower, please. No, that's too many. There's something there too. I'm looking at these birds, and one's still sitting on the nest, and the other one's being flicked out of sorry, I just heard kicked up the arse with a bolt of lightning. So, you know, maybe there was some divine intervention coming in there, or something else. Sagittarius, Prince of Fire. Now, here we go. That's the Prince of Fire is like the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and he's known as player. So that aligns with this that I was just talking about, how the one is still sitting on the next and the other one's being kicked up the arse. So I'd say this bird was up to something. Yeah, it's coming across like someone did something they shouldn't have done, and you're having a really hard time moving on from that, leaving that behind. What you really want is this is what you really want, to say happily, yes, I want to move forward. I want to, you know, still be as one, because this is your subconscious. This is what you're not really recognizing where you're coming from, but it's almost in alignment, because consciously this is what you want. So your intuition's on point as far as wanting the same thing consciously and unconsciously, because the immediate future is the same thing. You know, you've got a trinity of the same wishes. In fact, I'd pretty much guarantee this is what you're manifesting. And if you look at the two wands here, they've both got, you know, cats in them, and they're symbolic of intuition. So I'd say, I don't think, from what I can see, I don't think you were cheated on, and I hope you weren't, and I hope you weren't the cheater. But I'd say something's come out that was really, you know, immature, irresponsible. They did something really stupid, and what's blocking you from this is being able to put it to rest, let it go. And that's why the advice is to leave it out, like just leave it out in the cold and move on. Let that shit go, so that you can have a passionate new start and be, you know, surrounded by love and light and growth and abundance and all things wonderful like that. So that's pretty clear, my loves. It's pretty clear. Actually, hang on a second, because this is something that pisses me off as a watcher. A lot of readers, and I'm included in that, say what you've got to do. They don't quite say how to let this go. Let's just ask that question. This is the answer is simple deck. So how do we let that go? Whatever that was, how do we let it go so that we can enjoy all the love we deserve? So I think what I'll do is take these two. Okay, that's pretty clear. The first one is open your heart. And what happens usually when we get hurt is the first thing we do is close our hearts down. We block it off. And that's a self-protection mechanism. You know, it's standard behaviour, and I get that. But if you look at this card, it's a blue card with butterflies on it, and the butterflies are coming to life. Butterflies are a symbol of transformation, moving on, growing and developing into who you are supposed to be at your finest. And this second card, decorate, reminds me of that, because you're not decorating your heart, with wrapping and cocoons. You're decorating it with who you really are. You are beautiful. You are pure and light and loving. I mean, you never see a butterfly bite anybody, do you? And don't be sad. Don't let whatever this was, because it was just a moment. It wasn't, you know, a serious heartbreak. And I don't even think it was from you. I don't think you got the bolt of lightning. I think whoever this is about got the bolt of lightning from being stupid, doing something stupid. And you want this, you love this. This is, you know, something about that is stopping you. So I think what that is a bit of fear from it happening again, and a bit of, you know, will it happen again? But it's time to put that one outside and lock the door on that, you know, and not inside and lock the door. Put it outside and lock the door and let it just blow away, so that you can move into this beautiful, beautiful, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Good food, good wine, a warm fire, and comfort. Can't get much better than that, my loves. I hope you have a wonderful November. I hope it works out beautifully for you. And I will talk to you very soon, I hope. Love as always. Hugs and kisses.